Next, Sivir.
Sivir is a champion we've talked about a little bit before. She's an aura bot, but her aura bottiness has been undermined by Sana. She's still a very good pusher. Like we've said with Heimerdinger, she's slightly better with the Heimer changes. She can put out a lot of damage to creep waves just because of her bouncing blade and because of her boomerang blade. Boomerang blade actually is a significant amount of damage because it hits once, hit twice, and it has very, very high base damage, especially if you get both hits. So Soroka, good aura bot. She'll help you knock down towers. She'll help you push very, very well.
Sivir. That's Sivir.
Is it Sivir?
Yeah, you're talking about Sivir and you call her Soroka.
Oops. Soroka. She doesn't have hooves. It's Sivir. But yeah, Sivir devastates creep waves, helps push towers, and can help your team get away very, very quickly with On the Hunt. They've changed On the Hunt a little bit, so Sivir gets more benefit out of it than everybody else, but I think that was a good change.
Yeah. Next we have Soroka. She is a primary healer. She's a great support. Her passive literally gives a magic resist, which is great. More magic resist, the better. She also has her Star Caller damage ability and reduces magic resist on targets for a short period of time. She also has her restoring health bonus as well as giving armor. She has a mana regenerative ability, which if you use on yourself, you gain the full benefit of it, or if you use on an ally, it's half and half. Her ultimate heals all allied units instantly. So she's a main healer. You want to stack her a lot of AP as well as kind of make her an aura bot, kind of give her some auras to support. Not really much of a damage champion, which with a lot of healing abilities, unless you want to heal them to death. So.
Oh, that's a valid strategy.
I'll just keep healing him up. It will work sooner or
Don't
later.
heal Karthus, he'll die.
Oh god, I killed Karthus. No, heal him more.
Yeah, so next we have... pull it up here.
Swain.
Swain!
Ugh.
He's not good, unfortunately. Especially since Annie is free this week. He's going to get outshined by Annie in every way.
Yet I've been seeing more Swains than anything else, and that kind of changes the game because no one knows how to play him. And
yeah, he's like Malzahar with less damage. He has more room for screw-ups, and he has more staying power. But it's just, in terms of damage, he just is not there. If he gets a lucky, Nevermore off, he can be helpful in a team fight, but other than that, he's just a slow bot. Just does not have the damage you need. All he ends up really contributing is if he gets a Relies, he can do a big old AoE slow, but that's unfortunately the extent of the usefulness I've seen with him. He just doesn't have the damage that you need in order to kill, some even medium health champions. It's just not all there. So he can be built kind of tanky. I've seen him built with like Rod of Ages and a Relies, and he does okay. But so far, he just doesn't have the damage that he needs to kill.
he needs kind of a buff in the next couple of patches.
That
to
would
make
be
him
helpful
worthy.
because he does not have enough damage.
If they buff his damage and Lux's damage, they can actually be kind of useful more. But lately, these champions coming out have just been lackluster.
Low damage. Not
low
necessarily lackluster, just low damage.
Low damage. Especially they're bragging them as damage champions. So next we have the T-Man, Teemo.
They changed him this patch. They gave him a little bit more damage, and then they changed his blinding dart and his mushrooms, which it's kind of a good change, kind of a bad change. The blinding dart was obviously a nerf. They gave him a little bit of damage, but they made it cancel auto attacks in progress, which is going to cost him, a couple of points of damage, especially with the toxic shot, the way that toxic shot works. And then, of course, mushrooms, they changed to a reservoir system, much similar to Corki, but they had it affected by CDR, which I believe they should do for Corki as well, but they, don't need to nitpick. It's still very, 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 very good in terms of scouting potential, but his damage is still very low compared to other champions. He's a good counter carry, but because they reduced the duration on blind, he's not going to be as effective as he was. Now, with the changes to Malady, he's going to be slightly stronger just because he'll shred through magic resist, and with opponents with very little magic resist, he's going to do a lot more damage, actually. So that's helpful, but nerfing a champion based on an item that's coming out, I don't think has ever been a good idea, and I think they're probably going to have to reevaluate Teemo in the next coming patches.
Yeah, I agree with that. Teemo lately, just especially what they did with his ultimate, it's just kind of downgraded him a little bit. It's still nice to have him in some situations, but in other times it's hard having him around because he just can't put out as much damage as he used to, especially with the blind.
Yeah, well, it's just weekly champions, and then as far as news,
The Harrowing. We've had a great selection of skins come out this year for Halloween, better than the ghost skins. We have Zombie Rise, Kitty Cat Catriona, Pumpkinhead Fiddlesticks, Nosferatu Vladimir, Lollipop Poppy, and Mundo Mundo. Oh god, the Poppy is creepy. Ugh.
You get over yourself, you crazy guy.
The eyes, man. It's the eyes.
They nerfed the eyes.
Yeah, they changed the eyes, but still, it's just...
Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff they did. The whole new map. I hope they keep that map in the cycle all year round because it'd be pretty neat.
Oh, I love the map.
The item changes were really funny. I really thought that was pretty clever.
I was playing around and accidentally grabbed the frozen apple thinking it was a health potion because I'm an idiot and I wasn't thinking. I'm like, ooh, look at the apple. Click. Oh, that's a mana potion. Learn to read.
And the frozen brain, the pumpkin head. Oh, it's really neat.
The pumpkin head? Which one's the pumpkin head?
Haunting guys.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so check that out, definitely. Well, I mean, if you're not playing right now, you should. Go check it out.
Yeah, they also changed the login screen with
the
new
login
skin.
screen is really funny.
Oh, I laughed so hard when I saw that. I was patching and then popped up. I'm like, that is awesome. So we'll probably expect something for Christmas, too.
Yep, and then, of course, the Golden Joystick Rewards still going on. You still get the free rune page. Check it out. Vote if you haven't. And other than that, it was pretty much the Lux preview, Champion Spotlight, with Shirelia, which, is kind of cute. And that's really about it as far as news. It was pretty much all about the Harrowing. And I don't blame you. It was a really neat event, and I'm looking forward to playing on there for the rest of the month.
Me too. And
that's really about it, folks.
This has been Water Elemental.
And this has been Axis, and I am just... Wow. That's
off game today, man.
Not off game, it's just no news. I guess no news is good news, though.
Yeah.
Why are we rambling still? I'm going home.
Bye.
I don't know.
A little bit of extra content here. After the recording, me and Axis found some pretty interesting stuff while we were recording some footage for Lux on the Harrowing map. If you look around, there are some hidden, cancelled champions lying around on the ground. We can find the old Mind Reader, the Plant Lord, as well as the Voodoo guy. They are hidden inside of coffins, as well as them being nailed in. So this is indication that they were cancelled and we're not going to be seeing them again. It is creepy, but at the same time, it is great that they kind of added in some of the older content that they've hinted towards and showing them inside this state. As well as there's a little visit from our old friend Earth the Manatee. His tombstone can also be found inside the new map. He will even pop up and say hi. This was found on accident while I was recording too. And I was kind of looking around on the forums, and a lot of people have noticed this. It's great to see this. They put so much detail in this map. Like, with me, especially when you find these Easter eggs, it gives me a chill, especially looking at these characters in coffins. And we also forgot to rate Lux. That's another thing we forgot to do. Me and Axis both give her a 6, kind of on her damage to build-up scale. So, we'll just kind of throw that in. But yeah, I thought I'd bring up some other stuff to fill out some time, and I'd recommend keeping your eye out for them because they're creepy. You better look it up and send some pictures in of you with Earth, because I am a big fan of Earth.